Yeah, we on. Hold on one sec, man.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh
The
no,
hat is
you good.
coming.
Yeah. I was cleaning it off, but
The
we
money
on.
team. The money team. All
Yeah.
right.
Um, you caught me off guard, but it's all good. Not Joseph. Y'all.
Come with the hat comments, man. Well, I tell you this, man. There is probably not many hats that Trey does not have, and that's
No, it's a
also
lot of them. It's a whole lot of them.
that's like you gotta keep going, gotta catch them all, gotta keep going and
Nah,
get as many as many as you can. Uh,
nah, man.
oh, we got Ty Smith in the building throwing those jabs. Come on, brother.
Hey, what's up? What's
Where
up?
in the world is Ty Smith? And I'm
At
so
the
glad.
in Vegas. Nah,
I
who knows?
at this case, who knows, man? I got to do a whole segment on that. Where in the world
Yeah,
is
you
Ty
gonna
Smith?
look up and Ty's like, oh, I'm in Singapore.
Exactly. Love you,
I
Ty.
ain't
Thank you,
mad
man.
at it. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, man. We got Tech Coach Ralph here as well. He's like, oh, he hit us with the TMT hat. I can't anymore. Oh man,
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, man. So glad you guys
No,
are rocking with us. Man, it's gonna be a fun show. He said, "LOL, back in Vegas for now." See, for now,
got you. Yeah,
literally
that was the key words in there.
for
For
now,
now.
for now, until the bat signal calls and he's out and he's gone. We got Mitch in the building. He said, "Trey, you would push Joe down if you got an interception. If it would possibly injure him to score a touchdown. Acquiring minds would like to know. Would you push Joe down? I mean, hey, that actually leads to another question, um, which is this is a random one that we could have for the question of the morning. Not to skip over your question, Mitch, but I thought it kind of coincides. But would you? It says, would you snitch? I don't know what that means. We're not criminals here, but would you snitch for 5 mil? The question was, and the funny
Ooh,
response is that was an online question. And funny thing is that many people say, "Hey, I would tell my husband to snitch on me, and then he can use the money to bail me out of whatever
ass-
jam."
assuming, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Whoever said that, well, y'all thinking fully, because he gonna say yes. But for $5 million, what kind of thing did you do for a $5 million bail? You probably ain't getting out. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's all I'm saying. Like he probably gonna say yes. Hey, baby, I wasn't able to get you out. Hit him with the deuces. Hit him with that Tyreek Hill. But I'm just saying for what kind of bail was it? Better make sure of that. Better make sure of that. But
Yeah.
me personally, yes. Because here's the thing. Let me break it down, Joe. Let me break it down. I'm not gang affiliated. I'm not any of that.
My
Okay.
hands in the
I
air,
I, I
gentlemen,
grew
ladies and gentlemen.
like I always say, I grew up hood adjacent. So I was there, but I was not in it. So
Hmm.
I don't play by those rules. If
Hmm.
some if it's gonna cause me to go to jail, I'm not going to jail. So
Yeah.
yes, I would say something. Yes, indeed, I would, because I don't play by those rules. Now, if I was gang affiliated, I probably wouldn't say anything, or if I was a part of that side of the thing, but I'm not. So yeah, you better not do nothing by me, man. It's I'm letting you know right now, I'm not going to jail for nobody. And so yeah, don't you better not say nothing. You better not
Yeah.
do nothing, or it's look, it's out. The cat is out the bag. It's a dead cat on the line.
Take Coach Ross said, with friends like me, you don't need enemies. 5 million, please. I'm just saying, snitching is for criminals. Reporting is for citizens. And
There
so
you go.
there's something
That's
to
what I'm
report.
saying.
Jose said consistency on 1,000. Oh, thank you, man, for stopping by. Thank you, man, Jose,
Yeah,
for stopping
appreciate that.
by. Definitely appreciate that for sure, man. We got Ralph as well. He said Ralph Mitch said Ralph was a house cat, never left the porch, just a little meow he would do. Oh man, y'all are starting early. There's enough money to pay for a name change and a house on
Hello.
a remote island. Just saying.
There you go.
Hey, yeah, some
Listen,
countries, man, you go off, you could buy yourself a nice little island and call it a day.
never
Uh,
to be seen again. And if
never to
you
be
look,
seen
and if
again.
you if you if you really trying to get it done, I'm not saying this, but I'm just saying that 5 million, that's enough to, hey, I'm gonna change my nose, change my my cheek structure. I'm no longer Trey. You know, you might catch me in, I don't know, the Dominican, and now I'm
Juan.
Josue. Yeah,
Josue.
Juan.
That's
You know what
hilarious.
I mean?
Good morning, Darcel. Good morning, Darcel.
Hey,
So glad to
Darcel, what's up, man?
yeah, glad to have you in the building. But yeah, man, I don't know. Would you stitch for 5 mil? It sounds the consensus sounds like a yes, an absolute yes. Because
I
after
would.
getting to heaven, yeah, Darcel's name is Hatless Trey.
That's
This is
crazy.
becoming
Yeah, yeah.
a
You
moment.
hopped in late, man. You hopped in late.
Oh man, there's always something to see on the show. And man, there's so much things to tackle here today. We got updates for you regarding just the whole DirecTV and Disney battle that happened a couple weeks ago. We got everything to talk about when it comes to AirPods now being used as actual, and I'm not trying to make a joke out of this, actual hearing aids. So there's a lot of conversation that we're gonna have, and also Gen Z and their use of AI for financial freedom. Some things that we can learn about for sure. Darcel's like,
Yeah,
I'm stitching. I'm stitching. We got Doris in the building as
yeah,
well.
buddy.
Good morning, Doris. So glad that you joined
Good
us.
morning.
And Mitch is like, you are heartless. That's y'all are heartless. Well, listen here. The money is good. We're citizens. We're reporting. So
Sit.
with man,
You know, snitching and a rat is a difference. It's a difference.
there's a difference. Oh man. Well, Trey, I'm gonna pass it to you because my hearing sometimes I wonder about it, but I don't think I'm there yet. I wanted to know what your thoughts are on the Apple AirPods now being considered actual hearing aids in some
Yeah,
cases.
yeah. FDA approved for over-the-counter hearing aids. Now, one thing I probably should have did was checked out how much hearing aids actually cost, because I mean, well, maybe since they're now FDA approved, you know, you still can get them through your insurance and stuff like that. But I mean, if there was a significant change, then that would have been a huge move for sure on the price. But it's still huge, just in you know, earbud technology type of deal. But yes, the Apple AirPod Pro 2s are now capable of functioning as FDA approved over the counter hearing aids, which is huge advancement beyond the existing transparency mode. So here are some of the key differences that they have for the new feature. Because remember, some new stuff just rolled out, right? So number one is FDA approved. So FDA authorized the Apple hearing aid feature for the AirPod Pro 2s, specifically designed to enhance the sound for individuals with mild to moderate hearing difficulties. So keys there. So you can't be on the extreme, you know what I mean, and think you about to use the Apple AirPods. All right, it's not going to be for you. But if you're on the mild to moderate side, hey, go for it. Go for it. Now, this approval gives the AirPod Pro 2's medical device status for hearing assistance. So now this is not the same as that general purpose transparency mode that they have on there. That, I mean, it works pretty good, but this is more amplifying it than that. So the personalized hearing test, users can now take a brief 5-minute hearing test at home using their iPhone or iPad. And that test, it creates a personalized hearing profile that's stored privately in your Apple Health app. So that's cool as well. And then you have the customized sound amplification. So based on that hearing test that you took in your home, Apple AirPods Pro 2, they can then calibrate to amplify the specific sounds that you need in real time. So, you know, if somebody's talking to you, the environmental sounds, it can tailor that to your individual needs. So, or that person's individual needs. So that's awesome. And then automatic adjustments. So, personalized hearing profile is automatically applied across all the audio experiences. So you don't even have to worry about it once you do that test, whether you're watching a movie, whether you're listening to music, got games going on, phone calls. It's not going to require you to continuously up and change that up and down. So the clinical grade performance, though, in clinical trials involving 118 people, Those using Apple's hearing aid features reported similar benefits to those who receive the professional fitting for the same device. So again, those Apple AirPods too. I don't know how much normal hearing aids are, but those are priced at $249, and they offer. So yeah, that yeah. So okay, we got this, Joseph. We got this. Uh, Hearing aids, they go up to $7,000. So yeah, this is definitely a more affordable alternative to the traditional. I mean, hearing aids can range anywhere from $100 to 7,000. So there you go. There, okay. I'm trying to figure out what's with the 7,000. Well, I better be able to hear through the walls. Like, like that's crazy. Uh, I'm hearing stuff from down the street. 7,000. And now, with that, y'all, here's the thing. The hearing aid functionality is going to be available through a free software upgrade, making that accessible to the existing AirPod Pro 2 owners. So, yeah, that's some good stuff coming down the pipe. I don't know which ones I have. If these are like the new ones, like they just came out, then I don't have those. But I do have some AirPod Pro, so I'll see if I get the update and I'll check out the difference. I don't know if I'll hear it. I normally like to. I told y'all before because I saw Mitch up there talking about Apple trash. Well, I told y'all before. I like to make sure that I have uh, different sets of gadgets so that I'm not just out here one sided and then something happens and then now I don't know how I can't use anything. But so I've been on these Sony XM5s or something like that. So but I mean they've been pretty great for me. But you know, I what was that? Oh, my daughter was crying and I had them in and I don't know what it did, but it just like turned it off. Like
Wow.
only like through the crowd. I'm like, dog. So basically, I guess it was protecting me from loud, high pitched noises. And I don't remember my Apple AirPods doing that. So that was pretty interesting. But we'll see, y'all. We'll see what people are saying with these AirPod Pro 2s. And now y'all know people love to just walk around with them in, right? So so we don't know, you now it's just I think it will also help some people's self-esteem, maybe. Like, if you're young and you had to have
Mm,
hearing aids and now you can walk around with like majority of, or a lot of people in society and just have on AirPods. Hey, now nobody knows. Now kids, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky because
yeah.
somebody's parent is going to be like, no, my son is going to be able to wear these. But all them kids in the class, they're going to be like, well, why he get to wear his AirPods?
Like,
Why I can't have mine? So that they're probably going to have to come up with some, verbiage around that on not putting them out there, but also, hey, he can, you can't. Don't worry about it.
yeah, man, this is a great conversation. I'm gonna say my point in a few, but I'm gonna go to the comment section, starting with
Yeah, yeah.
Apple being trashed by Mitch, the usual. And then we have Jose that says that's crazy. Most people lose their AirPod unless
Now
you
that's
definitely.
facts. That's facts.
Good point. Unless you definitely have hearing loss, crazy perspective, genius in innovation. Apple about to get sued, according to tech coach Ralph, for antitrust by hearing aid lobby. They bill the insurance for $7K. And then
Hey,
OTT, when he said that, I remember that old show, Bionic, was like the Bionic Woman or what, a Bionic Man, where it's up the boing, 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 boing sound effect.
yeah, I better have it.
Operation Tech
Seven
Finger.
seven racks. Yeah, I'm spending 7 racks on some hearing aids, man. I better be able to hear. Like, I'm trying to hear your thoughts, okay? Like,
Sorry, telepathic
come on, man.
communication going
Yeah,
on here.
buddy.
He said, "LOL, bionic hearing." Oh man. And then and then everybody else is having the conversation here. I'm just kind of going through all the conversations here. Tech Coach Rouse says Apple's a perpetual hater, and oh no, he's talking about Mitch, and all I hear is tall tales from little men.
Oh man.
Darcel says Oh man, keep a medical slip as a kid to prove you need the AirPods. And you know why
Yeah.
this actually resonates with me? Oh, go ahead. You gonna say something?
No, no, no. I was just gonna say, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, I think my if thinking about this technology, obviously being something that was used a bit later on in in our age, but back in my day, my grandmother who passed away, she suffered from hearing loss at an early age. I won't go into the details of it, but let's just say it's back in the day where how do I put it? It's back in the day where teachers could be a little bit handsy, and then an accident
Mm.
happened,
Oh
and
no.
yeah, and she from that moment on she lost her hearing. So things like this, technology like this, uh, especially for her probably going through school. Now, obviously, this is last
Way
century,
back.
way
Yeah, way
back.
back.
But like I think about things like this. I think about those that, for whatever case may had a disease and they lost their hearing growing up. It's not necessarily to the complete loss, but it's at the point where they probably have to look at your lips a little bit more closely to see what
Hmm.
you're saying. This is, I think, a benefit to a lot of people. The fact that the price point is $249, yeah, I think Tech Coach Ralph is right. They're gonna have some people that are gonna be upset, that are gonna basically be like, "Hey, we need to talk about this because we had something going on here
Yeah.
with the business." And so yeah, it was just kind of one of those things that when I saw it come up, I'm like, man, that's gonna help a lot of people if this is real. Because that's one of the things I thought about. Like, I was like, isn't there a transparency mode? But like,
Yeah,
no, it's a
but
different thing. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. No, it's just totally different. Yeah, transparency mode, that's just like, hey, it amplifies a little bit, but more it just lets it pass through. But this is
Hmm.
going to like, hey, it's gonna amplify to your need medium and what was it, medium and mild? Uh
Moderate, yeah, moderate, yeah,
Moderate. Yeah, so mild and moderate difficulties, it's gonna amplify that for you. So yeah, a little
yeah.
bit different. So we'll see. I mean, FDA approved. So, they're probably gonna be getting that insurance bag as well.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm definitely with Darcel on that, man. If you keep that medical slip, just like so you don't have any hearing aid versions of Tyreek Hill in the school, you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah,
Yeah, no,
keep that
and
slip with you.
keep it with you because you get pulled over. But in regards to like what we're just talking about here, I think there's another comment in the section. Yeah, OTTO says his slash her parents are boosters. Yours ain't. Sit
Yes,
down.
sir. Yes,
So I
sir.
just said back in my days, like he's in his 60s. I feel sometimes like I'm older, but it's back in my parents' days, my grandparents' days, I should
Yeah.
say. But if it can actually help, it's a good thing, even though it's Apple. Yeah, Mitch is coming over to the understanding that it's still a good thing, even though it is the bitten apple.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I'm more like I don't know what they look like now hearing it. I don't know what they like, like what
Yeah.
the normal look is to it now, but I remember what it was, you know,
Hmm.
15 years ago, 20, something like that. And yeah, you definitely knew like, oh, hey, they can't really hear well, right? Because
Yeah.
it looked different there. Now, you know what I mean? You could just be walking down those New York streets and you blending in like everybody else,
Yeah.
or whatever the case may be. I said New York because in Texas, you're not really walking nowhere, okay?
Drive. Drive time.
Yeah.
No. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
buddy.
Yeah. So if y'all continue to let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Darcel said that's called growth, Mitch. He'll be an Apple lover before long. Oh man, love
Nah,
it. Mitch is
I
not having
doubt
it. Mitch is not having
I
it.
doubt it.
Oh man. Well, listen, y'all, we're gonna have a quick segment here, but it's a bulletin board. We normally kind of go through different events that are occurring today. I'm not gonna share my screen for this one. I'm just gonna shoot them off. But you can go to blacktechglobal.com for more. That's right,
Oh yeah.
blacktechglobal.com to see the entire list of things that are happening today. So we got a few things, and I think I'm gonna do it this way so I can name off a lot more to you at a little bit of time. So we got growth HQ Tech Sales Atlanta meetup. That's it, happening in Atlanta, Georgia. $0 for that. Then we have Growth Tech HQ Tech Sales Dallas meetup for $0. They have also another Growth Tech, but it's a ServiceNow Tech Sales Career Fair. This is happening on the 17th in San Francisco. The last two ones are happening today. Then we have the 17th to the 21st is National Black MBA Association in Washington, D.C., $100. Then we have National Black AI Literacy Day, which is September the 18th to the 19th, virtual only. And then we also have City. We actually talked about them before. They have a Houston Celebrating Black Tech Innovation event happening on September 19th in Houston, Texas for $0. There's a lot of things going on with Gruth HQ Tech Sales. They actually have another meetup on the 19th in North Carolina. So y'all everywhere, right? Diversitech, September 19th, Philadelphia, PA. They have a mixer for $10 going on there. Black Tech Night panel mixer in Seattle for $0. There's a lot of things that are zero. So you can get into that. September 19th to the 21st. That's this Thursday to this Saturday. Sisters in Sales Summit right here in New York City. $1,000 for that if you want to join. More information on that on the website. September 20th, they have Black Men Summit, the 24th in Atlanta, Georgia. Just $100 for that as well. And then to cap off this conversation, we have Revolt World. That's happening in Atlanta, Georgia as well on $100. If you want to find out all about these events and more, go to blacktechglobal.com for more. There's a list of them. Black Women Equal Pay Day Conference that's coming up. There's also STEM Social. They're having a mixer in LA. Then there's Black Tech Saturdays. There's so much that goes on. Even international. Growth Tech HQ is going to be in London, the UK on September 24th. So definitely lock into the website so that you can learn more there and get connected as well. And so I'm looking, Tech Door says, I'm looking for a tech sales position, and I'm in the Orlando area. That is, let me see if there's anything in Orlando. You can go to the website and see what other mixers they have, maybe nearby. But if there's nothing in Florida, then I'm pretty, actually, this is a little bit further away. This is Fort Lauderdale, but they have a Black Travel Summit from October 10th to the 13th. But check the website out for more, and you'll definitely be able to see a lot going on there. Ty Smith. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, check out, obviously check those out because, you can meet people there who actually are, they might be hiring for their companies or whatever case may be. Check out LinkedIn and then check out Google. I just did a quick Google search. It was like 92 roles for different companies there that, that you can apply for and stuff like that. But yeah, they out there, G.
Yeah, and I got to stop and pause because Ty Smith, the man, the myth himself, the creator of the Black Tech Global website, says National Black AI Literacy Day is going to be epic. It's virtual. Pull up everyone. I'll be speaking and a bunch of others. So that event is actually coming up very soon. If you didn't hear it, it's happening September 18th to the 19th. So if you are available for that particular day, which is again a Wednesday and a Thursday this week, go ahead. It's free. Sign up and be a part of what's going on that particular day. So definitely check that out. Yeah. So he says my guy and Tech Coach Ralph says my guy Emperor, not in the chat today, is in Orlando area and he's always landing tech sale opportunities. So yeah, he could definitely connect with Emperor. I've seen him on LinkedIn. I know who he is. So yeah, definitely connect with him.
Yeah,
and Thor's reach out to me, and if so, I could send you his LinkedIn page. Y'all could get connected and go.
I'm on this National Black AI Literacy Day. We need to all pop in, y'all. Remember, AI, you get with it or you're getting left. Okay. Yeah. So this can be a huge, if you don't know anything about AI, this can be a huge booster in that literacy, right? Obviously, it's multiple days. So you literally will be able to just come in and maybe as a complete noob and then leave out like, you know what? I can actually see how I can use this in my life or how I can move forward with this. And we'll be talking about some AI stuff today as well. But if y'all notice, it's been in the docket for a few weeks. So it's not something that is going to necessarily go away. So you definitely want to learn it. And this is why not learn with your folks, I'm just saying. So
yeah, and I think that's a great segue. We're definitely talking about that in a few, but a great segue to kind of lead into our next conversation with Disney. We got an update for y'all. The question was last time, will they reconcile? Will the two come together and say we made peace? And I have to inform you that of this past Saturday, that is the case. So Disney and DirecTV have reached an agreement to restore Disney's channels. This is including ESPN, ABC, to DirecTV services after nearly a 2-week blackout. Resolution comes in just a time for college football games and the Emmy Awards this weekend, so that's good for y'all who were DirecTV people. All of Disney's networks have been immediately restored as of Saturday, and the streaming and Uverse customers are getting the advantage of that. The agreement was also described as the first of its kind, offering customers more flexible options to tailor their video experience. The restored channels include ABC's own television stations, ESPN, Disney Channel, Freeform, FX, and National Geographic. Now, the blackout, which began September 1st, it affected about 11 million subscribers of DirecTV. During this period, viewers missed out on 2 weeks of football. Who knows? Like that's that's like NFL's Monday Night Football, U.S. Open tennis tournament, and presidential debate on ABC. So the new agreement allows DirecTV to offer Disney streaming services. Again, this is Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN, both a la carte and in a bundle package to customers. And DirecTV has also secured rights to include ESPN's upcoming direct-to-consumer streaming service, ESPN Plus. Oh, no, another one when it launches. This resolution ends a significant disruption for sports fans and general viewers, restoring access to popular programming just as the fall TV and sports seasons are ramping up. So y'all had a lot of thoughts about this the last time we talked about this. So I was like, you know what? It makes sense for us to kind of give you a quick update, make sure you guys are aware about what's going on. And so, yeah, before I even get into that, I'm going to go to the comment section because Ty Smith was talking about the event that we were talking about with the National AI Day. And it said, this trade's going to be nuts. The producer of BBL Drizzy is kicking it off. So we know who that is.
Metro Boomin?
Mustard on the track.
I think it's got to be Metro. That wasn't a mustard.
Oh no,
it got to be Metro. Oh dang,
probably Metro. Yeah, Metro
I feel like it's Metro. I don't actually. I feel like it's Metro Boomin. I remember seeing his face when that one was coming around.
Yeah,
y'all let us know. Let us know in the comments which one it is. I feel like it is, but let us know.
Yeah, I agree.
Mitch said, "Is it Ralph?"
Check out Ralph said, "The day where we all get our AI clone and they run the show." Hey, that's coming sooner than later, I think. I didn't even know DirecTV was still around. Oh man.
Is people still on there?
Oh, I see. Well,
Metro sampled him. Okay.
Wow.
Hey,
original.
Okay.
That's dope. That's dope
cool
for sure.
I'm like, I know I remember seeing his face though around when all that stuff was going on. But okay, that makes sense. You know, they be sampling all day. So
yeah, exactly. Well, that's crazy. And the Metro sampled him. That's awesome that he will be there. Yeah. So with that, in regards to that situation, glad it's resolved. Again, it's kind of showing that times have changed because a lot of people have cut the cords, and in some ways they are already doing this a la carte situation. So I don't know how DirecTV is going to bounce from that. Again, there's a lot of they have 11 million subscribers, right, that were affected by this. How many of those subscribers were already getting sports from an alternate source, which again could be a problem.
I know it was enough for somebody to leave. Somebody left. They were just like, you know what? I'm out. I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
It was like, forget this.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Ty Smith said Avocado Poppy on IG. That's who he is on the IG. All right, I'll check it out for sure. BBL samples. Free take over. Oh, listen, I definitely want to make sure that we are hitting all the topics. And so one of the topics that we talked about today, the highlight of the show, was regarding AI and Gen Z side hustlers and how they are making bank, and what we can learn from them. And so I think Trey brought this conversation up, and I thought it was a really good one. So I'm gonna let him talk about it, and then we can all chime in with the subject matter. Again, Jay-Z, that's a Haitian Creole for Jesus, but Gen Z side hustlers. I'll let you take it away, bro.
Yeah, so basically, y'all, here's what y'all already know. Young people are normally at the forefront of innovation and using new things to get stuff done and all of that. They're normally at the forefront. And when it comes to AI, they're making moves on the money side. Okay, so AI obviously has came up, and now it's a crucial tool for a lot of people. But it looks like Gen Z side hustles. They're using it for side hustles, and right now it's helping them get over constraints, enhance productivity, while they're trying to get on this entrepreneurial journey and going through that. So right now, here's some of the ways that AI is playing roles in the way that they're using it for entrepreneurship. For one, right now, nearly 70%, based on the article. Man, I forgot, y'all. I'm my bad on that. I forgot who the article was from, um, but it was credible. Trust me on that. It was credible. But 70% of Gen Z side hustlers, they consider AI to be their primary resource for work-related tasks. So when it comes to those, that's what they're using. And basically, that adoption rate is higher than the general population when it comes to people who are using or doing side hustles and are relevant to AI tools that you can use AI tools for. So they're using it for time management. One of the biggest challenges that for side hustlers is managing time. Obviously, because you got the daytime job, then you got the evening, you got the side hustle, and so AI is helping them get through different time situations by automating the time-consuming tasks and increasing that efficiency doing that. And then just having multiple different applications. So, to be able to summarize documents, meeting notes, conducting research, finding inspiration, right? Developing new written and visual content. Like they're using AI more and more for all this stuff, while everybody else is still trying to do it handheld or manually and all of this stuff, and they're just getting left behind. you know um, Integration with existing devices. So it looks like Gen Z, they're showing strong preference for AI tools embedded in devices that they already use, like obviously smartphones, laptops, and that integration is allowing for a seamless workflow. So y'all notice, a lot of these new phone commercials, that's their whole stick. Like, it's like, hey, AI integrated. Apple, what was it? Golly, I can't remember Apple's, but that was their whole thing in this last iPhone 16, right? So they're making it for them because they're using it, right? And then we have enabling entrepreneurship. So AI is basically allowing Gen Zers to pursue entrepreneurial ventures with their full-time jobs, and it's helping them start, manage, and basically flourish these side hustles through content creation, personal training, artistry. So yeah, with concerns about the job market unpredictability, right? AI replacing jobs, all that kind of stuff. 29% of Gen Zers, here's what they're saying: they have a less chance of being laid off or replaced by AI as a reason for pursuing side hustles. And ironically, they're using AI itself to secure the financial future. So it's one of those things, right? And it makes sense. Like if I know how to use it, how it's going to replace me? I can find another role that I'm now the overseer of this AI or something like that, or I'm doing it for the company, right? So instead of them deleting me and then hiring somebody else to use the AI, no, I know how to use this. Just move me over into that role, pay me some more, and we're gonna get this thing cracking. So yeah, financial goals. 45% of Gen Zers aim to achieve financial comfort through their side hustles, with AI serving as key enablers in reaching those goals. So y'all, basically, at this point, AI is an indispensable tool for this group of people, and using it in their side hustles. So it's giving more flexibility, more efficiency, and the capabilities to pursue their entrepreneurial ambitions. And I'll just add this: without super high expenses, right? Um, it's crazy
Very
when you're
important.
using these tools. Yeah, it's crazy when you're using these tools. Some of the stuff that it's doing for you, it is saving hundreds or thousands of dollars a month that you could be paying an individual to do. So, I mean, I know it's in my everyday use. But yeah, y'all, that's what people are using right now. So if you're not using it, number one, you probably should be in the free 3-day event, right?
That's right.
BlackAIDay.com, National Black AI Literacy Day, if you're not using it at all. And then if you're a side hustler, you need to be trying to figure out, after going through those 3 days, 2 3 days, how you can now use that in your side hustle. But it's a necessary pursuit at this moment.
Yeah, very necessary. I'm going to go to the comment section and then I'm going to give my thoughts. But Mitch said time
Yeah.
cost calculator. That's a good point. How much time are you
Hmm.
saving as well?
Yeah,
Uh,
he's been making that.
yeah, yeah, and I think it's a great tool that we can look into for ourselves. I love my AI assistant, says Tech Coach Ralph. When people meet with me, it sends them meeting notes and takeaways, not to
Yeah.
be confused with the AI clone. So it's another tool. I know there's
Hello.
Otter. There's a few other tools that do that, but basically, he says that having that tool is very helpful. And then what is an I asked what's the name of the assistant? So I'm going to wait to him to give it to me. He said read.ai. That's what he uses for that. So that's if you're interested in
Yeah.
finding out the note taker, read.ai.
And it's like, y'all, that's something that, just think about it. Think if you were meeting with Tech Coach Ralph. That's a added, like, that makes your experience with him go way through the roof, and it was no added time for him, right? Could you imagine
Mm,
going on a like, you're on a coaching call, right? You had a coaching call, you probably took some notes, you probably did, right? But you were enjoying it, you were learning some stuff, and you maybe missed some things. And then after that meeting, he automatically sends you meeting notes on everything you talked about and some key takeaways from y'all specific conversation. You're gonna be like, dang, like,
yeah.
yo, that was worth it, right? And it didn't cost him any extra time.
Mm,
He probably got right off the call, gonna make me a sandwich, and it was sending you the notes. So it's one of those things, y'all. Like, how can you add the experience, make that a greater experience, and it's saving you time and money? Because imagine, he could also, on that same call, he could have paid somebody to, hey, you're not gonna be on camera or anything, sit in the background, take these notes, and you're gonna send them over to them in an email after the call. Every coaching call that I do, you can do that, and there are people who do that. But now you have AI. So
mm.
yeah. Anyways, I'm just saying.
Yeah, and he added this that I thought was pretty good. He said, "Yeah, they'll tell me to go back and review the notes. It takes video too. I had no idea it was doing that." LOL.
That's
Uh,
funny. That's
yeah, he
funny.
says I ain't paying nobody. He's like, I'm
Yeah.
using these AI tools to do it. We got Oris in the building. What up, Oris? So glad to see
Hey,
you.
hey.
So glad that you're with us.
Good morning.
Good morning. And then we have Mitch that says it's actually a good idea. Most people are not doing just one thing anymore. That's true. A lot of people aren't just having one job. Everybody's doing something, and so to leverage these tools makes absolute sense. Oh, is this a rare sighting? He gave him a compliment. He said Ralph is actually a good teacher. I have to admit it. so,
Hey,
so that's
man,
awesome
you
that
gotta
you.
you gotta save that, man. You gotta screenshot it and post it on every single live that you do, just to make sure. Because when
I,
he acting up in the comments, then you'll be able to make sure that, hey, he did say this.
I'll keep it here for a little bit of time. No pressure.
Yeah.
But but yeah, but basically, I think that my thoughts were first thing was the time part. I
Yeah.
think a lot of times
Huge.
we don't take it we take it for granted about time. So yesterday I had a thought to do something, right?
Hmm.
In regards to because I volunteer in my church and I coordinate certain things, and then there's a part of what I do where I wanted to just kind of express, okay, I want to express this idea that I have, but I wanted to be in a presentation mode. So let me go to Gamma AI. Actually, the website is different, but that's where I went to basically kind of put my thoughts in. So what I did for the first time was I was taking notes early in the day. So I said, let me try to use this new feature where they basically take my notes and they make it a presentation. And when I tell you that it was even better than I thought it would come out,
Mm,
I was like, okay, I
mm.
can't. I'm underestimating AI at this point, which is sad because I use it every day. But I'm underestimating because literally the language, the things that were used were like language that I would use, and the pictures that I was able to get were pictures that I basically pulled from the website or whatever. But it was just AI that put it all together. And there's things that not only do presentations like that, there's other things that do websites like that. Like the world has opened up so much that if we just tapped into it, we don't have to be like our forefathers who said, "What's
At
this
all.
internet thing again? This computer thing?" My
You don't want to be that.
I know exactly.
I'm telling you right now, you don't want to be that.
And I feel that this generation, especially those that are against AI, we can quickly become that and be left in the dust. I mean, there's so many stories of people that are leveraging AI, young people specifically, Gen Zers, that are leveraging it in such a way that makes you like, huh, why did I think about that before? You know? Oh, it's
Hmm.
called Gamma.app app, Gamma.app, but it's really Gamma AI. I know Reese asked what's the name of the website. Gamma. I'll put it here. Gamma.app. Yeah, and I believe that should take you straight. If you look up Gamma on Google, it'll pop up for sure. But yeah, and I've used it before. Trust me, I used Gamma before. It wasn't the first time I
Yeah.
used it. I used it for work. I used it for other things that I was doing. But this is the time where I kind of like tried a new feature that made me realize how intuitive it is and how limiting it was my thought process when it comes to using AI. No problem, Maurice. No problem at all. Uh, to convention, I did not type that. My clone did. Funny. Because Tech Garage, I don't know what to do myself. Yeah. But it's really true. Yeah, like especially if you're a teacher, there's so many different tools out there that uses AI. Of course, we gotta be careful. We gotta see exactly what it is that will actually be either beneficial for us or be harmful for us. But I can tell from experience so far, especially in the industry you work in, there's a lot that you can do. And I know you have tons of stuff because you actually play with a lot more tools than I do.
Yeah.
Let's make
Yeah, man.
Trey.
Yeah, I've man, I forget about so many. It's crazy. I have to. What I need to do, I put them in tabs. You know, you have a folder at the top of your um browser. I throw them in there, but I need to actually have just one where it's just all AI tools, and then I'll be able
Mm,
to run them down to y'all. But yeah, I mean, I was messing around with one this week. It was called what was it? Napkin.ai. So it was
yeah.
app.napkin napkin.ai. And basically it takes your words and it will create a graphic just around whatever you're talking about. And you can change
Hmm.
that into multiple different types of graphics, depending on what you're looking for. You can change the color, all that kind of stuff. But it's one of those things that's giving you a visual representation of written word. And so you can take that and just now give people an additional asset that they, like, oh, I see the presentation of like the words, but now this is a visual graphic of that. And some people may like that kind of thing better. But it doesn't cost, it doesn't take time to build it. You just copy the words that you wrote, paste it, boom, it builds it, and you pick the one that you like and you customize it from there. But it doesn't take a boatload of time. Like what would have took you so much more time to try and, okay, I'm gonna make this over here
Yeah.
and make that square. It's not even, you know, it's 2 seconds. So yeah, but excuse me, it's so many that can help and depending on what you're doing. And I'll say this, uh maybe you're on the side of like, hey, I'm not using it, but I want to make it. Like there are companies who they open up their APIs and stuff, and you can build something for your specific industry or space that others continue to use, and you can do it like that as well. So don't forget that.
Yeah. And I think that's a good question to share with everybody else or ask everybody how are you using AI to build your side hustle or just to be more productive. One thing I want to look into is this one called Motion. They've been blasting everywhere regarding being like an AI executive assistant for you, working on your schedule. There's things there's so many different ones that are out there. that I'm trying to look into myself and see how I could use it. But if y'all have it in the comment section, especially Tech Coach Ralph, I know you guys are doing a lot. What are some apps or some AI tools that you're using that you're like, hey, listen, my life has been different with this? Perplexity is obviously one for me. I talked about that before. Of course, ChatGPT is there. There's so many different things. Tuesday, if you have credits for that, where you can basically helps you with messaging. So if you're cold emailing, cold messaging, it can be used to
what was that?
help with that.
I've been using Claude AI a lot lately.
Oh,
Just checking
Claude.
that out. Yeah, I've been using that a lot. But obviously, yeah, like you mentioned, Perplexity it's up there, man, because you can use the web,
Yeah.
and that's I mean, you can now use the web with chat, but I don't know, it's just easier with Perplexity. So yeah, and just a lot of times, man, being able to build those things out, it takes a little bit, but once you do it, hey, it knows exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah. And even with Captions AI, like I I have a funny story that I'm not gonna go on to the next, but with Captions AI, I use it to create a video for a contest that we had at work, and there were prizes in there. Prizes over $1,000 worth of prizes, whether it was a trip away or it was a dinner of a lifetime. And so I actually created a video that I recorded normally, but I put into Captions AI, and it got me the title, it got me the captions in there, zoom in, zoom out, added music for me that was AI generated, so no copyright free. It also was able to add in GIFs for me, add in stock images. And I mean, I'm the one controlling it, but still it's utilized as a tool. And I got second place in that contest. So that
Come
was
on, man. Come
that was
on, black man.
I'm telling you, man, it's amazing what's out there. And then Ty Smith also mentioned there's the chat black GBT, which is actually something that is culturally sensitive. I think I've seen the person that created it. I forgot the sister's name, but she created it, and it's actually more or less something that can be used for just from a cultural sensitivity standpoint. And of course, Ty Smith, please elaborate, because I'm doing this off the cuff, but yeah, there's so much that can be done with the tools that we have there.
Oh, that's
Kimberly
lit.
says good morning as well. Good morning, Kimberly. Thank you so much
So
for
it's
stopping by. Ori says
good
good
morning.
stuff,
Good morning.
guys. Erin, yes, Erin Reddick, that's her name. Yeah, Erin.
Yeah.
I saw her posted up there, and she was just talking about an amazing opportunity where she basically she just stepped in and said, hey, could I what are you guys doing here? Recording something. Oh, just you know who I am? Google me. And they said, oh yeah, come in, they'll record you right now. So
Hey,
just kind of being present in that space. So
no,
definitely
that's good.
there's so many people that are
I'm gonna
doing
check
good
it
work
out.
out here. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna check
or
it out.
said, any suggestions for AI tools to use for writing a book?
Writing a
I,
book.
off
You,
the top of my
you
head, I would say ChatGPT, but there's so many other probably better or different tools
yeah,
that can be used.
I'm sure there is something specifically for it, but what I'll say, Maurice, is you don't want to write a generic one just straight out of GPT
Yeah.
without writing a a really good prompt for it. I would say this, um, maybe start with ChatGPT, but maybe ask it to tell you what questions you need to ask to write or that you need to answer to write
Yeah.
that type of book, or the best version that you possibly can, right? So basically you're telling it to tell you what it needs for it to write what you are looking to write specifically, without going into a full detail on a big old long prompt. Yeah, you could probably start there, and it could get you rolling. But I'm sure there is people who have created something specifically for book writers for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe so as well. I believe so as well. Oh yes, so I'm looking it up because Kimberly asked, and I found it. If you want to
What
check it
she
out,
said.
they actually do have the website
Oh yeah,
here for chatblackgbt.com. They're going to be
yeah. I
launching
clicked
it
on it.
soon. Yeah, and they have some information about it there. So if you want to find out a bit more, you could definitely look into that.
Well, it's
Um,
already a GPT. It's in beta, but
oh yeah,
like
it's in beta form.
you can
Yep.
already use it. So I mean, I was gonna ask you. I'm not gonna do that though. I was like, let me ask from the show Martin, who lived on the. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing, y'all. I'm not gonna do it. But it's
Oh,
just more from because I don't know what it's saying. Is it from more from a black perspective, or does it have like our culture and stuff in there? Is that what it is? I need to figure that out. So yeah, I ain't gonna. I'll do that on my spare time. I'll see.
yeah, I got to do some more research as well to kind of give you an idea. I'm on it right now. I'm on the beta version of it. It says I provide insights from a black perspective with a culture awareness and sensitivity. So yeah, I think more or less along the lines of on a corporate level. Let's say for marketing, if they say, "Hey, I have a great idea,"
Oh,
and
okay.
they don't have anybody on their team that represents, put it in
Hey,
here. Here's
that's
a
a
great idea for. I won't even say
yeah.
what appropriation or appreciation. Well, it's like having a
It was made by a black lady.
yeah, no, yeah, she's a
Yeah,
black woman, yeah, absolutely. Well, and a majority of her team are people of color, as I can see
yeah,
here. So yeah, absolutely. She actually had a roundtable discussion about inclusive design and community feedback on July 31st. So if that's anything you're interested in, definitely check that out. It has so Ty said it has our culture in there too. Test it out. Another one is John Passmore's Latimer AI. Latimer
Latimer.
AI. So there's a lot of people in the space that are doing things that you want to check out. So engage for Latimer AI. Let me see what it says here.
I love this type of stuff, man, because here's the thing. You don't know what you don't know, and it's so
Yep.
much that you can just get your core stuff and then work your way out. But if you have no base, a good start would probably be that 2 or 3 day AI event that Ty told us about, or actually Joseph told us about earlier.
Hmm.
The Black AI think tank, their National Black AI Literacy
It's
Day.
free.
It's free.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
I
off. Go
just
ahead. I just
Oh
put the
no, that
zero.
was it, man. No, that was it. It's like just think you could get one thing out of there that could free up hours of your time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hours.
And Maurice asked about because just for organization. I don't want to say a tool for organization yet because I personally haven't used a tool for organization.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but I'm pretty sure like sometimes I use ChatGPT to build a framework for something. Let's say if I want to build out a schedule for my family, I'm going on a trip, and this is what I want to accomplish. I could use that to build out a framework. But there are other tools that are more intuitive. I don't want to. I say Motion is one, but I haven't used it before. Where they go into your calendar, they could set up time blocks for you to start like writing. They'll actually say like,
Yeah.
oh, you want to accomplish writing? You have an open block here to write. You have an open block here to think about your topic. You have an open block here to whatever pertaining to writing a book. It will help you organize like that. But I don't. There's probably plenty of other tools that do it.
Yeah.
Um,
I passed one. I can't think of the name of it though. But yeah, it
yeah,
basically is similar to what you were just saying. They're out there though, Oris. Just like literally, I would probably could start with a Google search of um AI for and then whatever that is.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm sure they'll pop up because I'm sure they're spending money on ads.
Yeah, definitely take it. Definitely check out reviews as well. I use YouTube as a search because you're able to see people's experiences using that tool. They can refer it or not refer it. But yeah, there's so much out there for sure. And
Yeah, I'm
absolutely,
about to
you
start
are
doing 'em.
more than
I'm like,
welcome.
I'm looking up all this stuff. I need to start turning the camera on while I'm looking it up.
Yeah. No, it's so much. Oh yeah, there's so much. There's so much there. And this is why we have these conversations. And so listen, y'all. Oh yes, Obsidian is good as well. Obsidian is good as well. So there's so much. And Obsidian, I think they had like a forum as well. Yeah, Obsidian AI Assistant, your gateway to AI models in Obsidian. Yeah, in fact, let me share that screen real quickly so you can see here. There's a full forum about that and using AI in Obsidian. There's different videos that talk about that as well. So definitely check it out. Thank you for calling that out, OTTO. There's so much
Appreciate that.
for sure. And in regards to just what was mentioned earlier. Again, the reason why I mention these events, the reason why we mention these events, excuse me, is because we want to make sure that you know what's available to you. You know, sometimes a lack of knowledge, you think you don't know. I'm gonna actually give some props to Ty as well. I remember I was just very busy and still am busy, but he like kind of prodded me to go to Thanksgiving last year, and being in that room opened my eyes to so much. And ever since then, I was like, okay, even though I got a lot going on, we have a baby on the way. Let me try to be available to come out to these events because you don't know what's going to be shared in the room that could change your life, who you're going to meet there that could change your life. And it's really about being in the room nowadays. You know, thank God COVID has passed and we're able to now be more present and more active. It's a blessing. And now even virtual events like the one that was mentioned are still available. You gotta try to get in the room if you can. Um, Try to get in the room. But I digress. So we go into our segment Brown Box Special, y'all. And so
Yeah.
we got one right here for you. I'm gonna go through it quickly. This is actually a credit from Reddit. So a credit from Reddit. So definitely if you are a Redditor, you might have heard the story before, but let's just check it out. Earlier this year, I was working in a chicken processing plant in the freezer section. We rotated through 4 tasks in this area, making boxes, packing boxes, labeling boxes, and stacking boxes. Now, I had no problem with this. It was easy. If boring, work. What I did have a problem was with labeling the boxes. We had to stand in such a way that I was slightly bent at the waist the entire time. And for some
Mm.
reason, this was causing a nerve to get pinched in my back. Tons of pain. I toughed it out for 2 weeks. After that, I couldn't take it anymore. I explained this to my boss, told her that I'll gladly do a double on packaging this chicken, or everyone hated that part. If I could just not label boxes anymore, or I'd take a double making boxes or stacking boxes. Didn't matter to me. Nope. Instead, I was fired and told to vacate the property. They wouldn't
Mm.
even let me sit in the visitor area until my ride arrived. Ended up
Mm.
spending 30 minutes standing in 27 degrees Fahrenheit weather on the side of the road waiting on my ride. And there's an edit here. Um, he said, yes, I'm aware that the fact that firing me in such a way is illegal. No, I couldn't draw unemployment. I had only worked there for 2 weeks. Officially, I was fired for refusing to perform assigned duties. And as for the company in question that is somewhere in Georgia, I won't give more information than that, but it will. But if you live in Georgia, there's a good chance any chicken you've ate from Zaxby's, Burger King, Bojangles, Popeyes, or Chick-fil-A has passed through one of their plants.
Mm.
But that's a terrible story. Like,
Concise.
yeah, like literally, you couldn't give the guy a chair. Like, it was that hard. Um, in
Yeah.
my
Some
opinion.
people. Some people. I mean, they take their job so serious that the human element is out of there, right?
Mm,
Um, you knew it was that cold when you came in to work that morning. That shouldn't have
hmm
even been a thought. Like, hey, you know, if they have rules and you want to be a stickler for them as the head person, okay, I guess that's within your right. But that side of it, to I would have been nervous, like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. I'll sit here. I mean, I'll sit here with you until the ride comes, but I don't need you coming to try and sue the company and then now I'm fired because
mm.
you lost a foot out there in the cold or so, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. As some people take it so serious that they're no earthly good to just the other people, and that's tough to hear. It's tough to hear.
Yeah, man. Honestly really tough to hear for sure. But listen, y'all, thank y'all for rocking with us. We are over the hour, but we're thankful that y'all are with us still. If y'all are able to come back with some tools that you're able to learn from on the course of a week, and next week put in the comment section what you learned, I think we might run it back with just kind of the AI tools and how people are using it, because I think that we all could benefit from that conversation. So if there are any sort of tools that you found between now and next week Monday, let us know. Put in the comment section what you've learned, and we could definitely be able to utilize that for a good conversation. Y'all can even call up on the show and share your thoughts. You don't have to put on your camera if you don't want to, but you could come on to the show, share your thoughts, and we could have a discussion about that as well as other topics.
Yes, indeed.
Well. Yeah, yes, indeed. All right, y'all. But thank y'all so much for rocking with us on another episode of Talk That Tech, the
#1 tech morning show in the world. We'll see y'all next week, baby.
Baby. Peace and elbow grease.